following is a presentation of Roller Hockey TV.
From the rinks in Irvine, California, this is Major League Roller Hockey. As tonight, RollerHockeyTV.net presents this showdown between the Savages and the Cowboys.
Come on. Welcome to Roller Hockey Today, worldwide coverage of your sport and the personalities that make it great.
Hello, everybody. I'm Chris Mansell alongside my broadcasting partner, Mike the Fireman. You know, 6 teams came here to Irvine, California to compete. We are now going to take a look at 2 teams in particular here, Mike. Let's begin first with the Cowboys. Your thoughts on that hockey club?
The Cowboys haven't won a game yet, Chris. We'll see how they do. These guys have been skating since 5:30, so 5:30 to 10:30. They've been out there 5 hours to see how much gas they got in the tank.
And to give you folks at home an idea of just what these players are going through, they're playing 2 15-minute running time periods, then they get about a 15-minute break, and they have to come back and play again. But thus far, the Savages, they're holding up a little bit better right now.
Yeah, they pulled one off just this last game, man. They did pretty well. They were skating well. The other team had to pull their goalie with 10 minutes left to try to keep up, so they won like 5-1 in the last game.
All in all, I got to ask you, though, are you impressed with the conditioning of these players right now?
Oh, this is awesome. I mean, they've been going at it for 5 hours, so to be out there for 5 hours, basically constantly moving without very big change in line, I mean, it's impressive how long.
That's a great point, the constant motion. Another point I want to bring up, though, is that there is more at stake in the long run than just this hockey game. There's a financial stake in this tournament.
Yeah, but they win $500. The winner wins $500.
Right.
Plus there's a $10,000 national, so they get a high seed in.
So there's a qualifier involved.
Correct.
All right, so there you have it. He's Mike, I'm Chris. We'll be back with the call of the game right after this. You're watching RollerHockeyTV.net. And we are underway here in Irvine, and controlling the puck are the Savage in blue. You have the Cowboys in red as that quick shot gets deflected into the corner. Gathered there and looking for an option. Sending back to the line, they'll control. You'll notice a lot of perimeter play here in roller hockey as you see the players in motion. Nice little drop pass here as they move in on goal. Side of the net, they shoot. Oh my, what a quick shot and a goal right off the bat. Along the near boards. Cowboys controlling again. This is one of the younger teams, Mike, the Cowboys in this tournament.
So maybe they do have a little bit of gas left in the tank.
I'm looking at these ages. You ready for this? 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, 20, and 20. I have ties in my closet that are older than some of these guys.
That's why I'm not out there, Chris.
Musty with it again. Good burst of speed. Tries to tuck it in on the short side. Good save. Rebound collected and sent back through the neutral zone. This is how quickly they can counterpunch. Feather pass down low. They shoot and a glove hand save. Now it's collected. Now they come. Breakaway opportunity here. They'll move it on goal. 3-on-0. Backhand shot. They score. Just like that. Bang, bang. We are barely 3.5 minutes into this hockey game. It is a 2-0 Savage lead. Savages cool under pressure. Give and go. One-time shot. Here it comes, and they score. Tic-tac-toe. Put a line through it. 3-0. And a counter-punching pass is way out of the reach of Matt Sarvak. Sarvak, again, one of these players that can stop on a dime. You saw him do it right there. Is counter-punching back the other way come the Orange County Cowboys. You see a game of give and go. Nice return pass. Sarvak to the outside, to the inside, and it rolls off the toe of his stick. What amazes me is how quickly the Savages are able to counter-punch back the other way.
They're on one end to the other, and it seems like a split second, but 2 to 3 seconds actually, but they move from one end to the other like nothing.
You were telling me what you guys got, like 2.5 feet, 30 inches of snow?
Yeah, we have an outdoor rink there in Alexandria, Virginia. There's about 24 inches of snow on it.
Amazing.
So it's going to be a little while before we're playing there.
So as the Savages buzz around the net to complete the thought, as that wrist shot caught a body and deflects wide. I got to tell you right now, the Savages are putting on a clinic. These teams are at equal strength 4-on-4, but it looks more like a power play. Oh, they shoot, they score. What a terrific wrist shot from the base of the circle, and you saw by the reaction of the goaltender, Nevin Iwatzer, he never saw that shot. And just like that, the Cowboys are finally on the board with 5:15 to go here in the opening frame. Check that now, Josh Musty has that tip and attempt down low. This sent wide by Alex Green. Along the back wall, centering pass intended for Musty, hopped over his stick. 2-on-1 back the other way. Give and go maybe. Here comes the shot, and they score! What a terrific wrist shot taken from the base of the circle by Chris Padilla. It whistled over the shoulder of the stunned goaltender, and just like that, it is a 4-1 lead and a 3-goal cushion once again for the Savages. Shielding the puck with his body and counter-punching back the other way, Tristan Gonzalez. Drop pass, quick shot, good reaction by Van Otterloo as he kicked that aside with the left pad. Van Otterloo again is able to cup the puck against the body. Home run pass, opportunity on the near side. Trying to jam on the brakes and cut away was Mike Taish. Taish still with it as time expires. And there you have it. Your thoughts on the opening period of play?
I think the score's pretty obvious, 4-1. Savages are pretty controlling the puck. Young guys are speeding around the court, except they just don't have, they're just playing down on the opposite end too much.
Nice little drop pass, high slot, wrist shot, big save as it's played back into the backboards, and they'll collect, and the Savages will try to cut back the other way. Oh, somebody lost the lid. You see the helmet go flying off. 12:30 to go here in the second and final period. Counter-punching back the other way. Let me tell you a constructive criticism that I have of the Cowboys. So many times they have, oh, here, turnover. Here they move in on goal, try to go upstairs, and it hopped over top of the glass. So many times on the counter-punch, they have had a chance to dish either left or right in an option, but that player with the puck is elected to bury his head and just try to make it in an odd man situation, many times on the short end, and you don't get very far that way, I got to tell you, Fireman.
Musty's got some good stick play for the Cowboys, but he's not getting a lot of help out there, so he can't do it all by himself.
Right. Here you go again. Look at the numbers. 1-on-3. Going back the other way. This is what I'm talking about. Could be a sign of fatigue. Could be a sign, again, of the relative inexperience of the club. As Mike Taish breaks up the play, and he springs his man back the other way. Savages moving to the outside. They've got Taish in the slot if they want him. Here comes the pass, the shot. They score. Bang, bang, out of the corner, and make it 5-1 now. Savages in blue. A lot of people are saying, and I know Bill Rowie, the president and owner of MLRH, was telling us too that he thought that a lot of the steam may have been taken out of these Cowboys when they played the Lobsters so strong earlier tonight.
Right, and overtime loss 5-4. And that was.
Oh, here comes another.
And the Lobsters are one of the favorites for the tournament so far, I think.
Oh, there's no doubt. As the Savage tack on another goal, make it 6-1. Makes the save and counter-punching back here. Now watch again. You got the head man here, 2 men back. He takes the shot, buries his head, takes the shot, and there you see the goaltender at the top of his crease. Makes a relatively easy save. Catches him right in the breadbasket.
Right. I think I could have stopped that one, Chris.
You're on the short end almost the whole night.
Every time.
Oh, kick save by Van Otterloo. Counter punching back the other way. Let's see what happens here. 2-on-1. Again, the man with the puck takes the shot and elects not to dish it off. I don't know. At least the angles from here looks like the open man has the better angle. 4:25 to go. 6-1. Savage in blue on top. You're watching Major League Roller Hockey here on rollerhockeytv.net. As the puck is sent in down low, centering feed right through the slot area. Collected along the near. Oh, did you see that? Boy, well, apparently our referees have tucked their whistle in their pocket. They say, hey, it's a 5-goal game. I'm sure if it was a 3-3 game or a 1-goal game, that would have been called for a tripping, but they got away with one there. Savages trying to check on another. Back the other way. Wraparound attempt, and you saw the goaltender failing to get to that post, but fortunately for him, the player tucked it right into his pad, and we'll get a stoppage in play. And I'm really impressed by the level of energy. I mean, I'll be honest with you. At this point, you're up by 5. Look at them. They're still on the forecheck. They still have the Cowboys hemmed in their own zone. The Cowboys, again, trying to gain that zone on the short end. Really, if the Savages want to, they could really just hang back.
Well, keep away for a little while.
Right, exactly. And really just grind the clock out, because obviously, what are the possibilities of 5 goals in the next 2 minutes? Picking up the angle as he drives back inside with an open net, and a reach back there once again by Van Otterloo. He may have just gotten the toe of that stick on the loose puck. Got to see if the Savages are going to still try for another. They do, and Van Otterloo was able to get his chest on that. Centering feed, side of the net, backhand shot, they score. Well, there has been no let-up by the Savages in this game. And they may not even drop the puck. They do get the face-off one, and now you see the Savages doing exactly what I told you they may do a couple of minutes ago, and that is they're just going to drop back, and that's going to do it, firemen. It is a final score of 7-1. Savages over the Cowboys, and the Savages head into the semifinal action of this tournament with a little bit of momentum.
For sure, for sure. Let's see who they face next. That's going to be curious.
All right, so there you have it. He's the fireman. I'm Chris Mattson. Your final score, 7-1. Savages in blue. Victor, we'll be back with more MLRH action here on RollerHockeyTV.net.
What you want? Come on.
Welcome to Roller Hockey Today, worldwide coverage of your sport and the personalities that make it great.